The train wreck that is Eve Adams. I'm Brian Lilley with TheRebel.Media. A funny thing happened on the weekend. The voters of Eglinton-Lawrence, Liberal voters anyway, looked at the judgment of their fair leader, Justin Trudeau, and found it wanting. They rejected his hand-picked candidate, Eve Adams, to be their representative in the upcoming federal election, choosing instead a real candidate, one with real qualifications. We'll get to that in a minute, but there can be no doubt that this is a blow to Justin Trudeau's credibility. Now, Liberal spinners will try and claim, no, this is just the grassroots working. It shows he has an open nomination process. Baloney. Justin Trudeau took Eve Adams from the Conservative ranks after they rightfully turfed her for fiddling with the rules and embraced her warmly, held a press conference with her, and then sent some of his best people to help her win in a riding she had no ties to. It all started back in February when Trudeau and Adams surprised everyone at the National Press Theatre.
I want to thank Mr. Trudeau for welcoming me into the party. I'll be seeking the nomination for the Liberal Party of Canada in the GTA.
That's why Eve got into politics. She wanted to be her community's voice in Ottawa, not the Prime Minister's voice in her community. She has shown passion and commitment to her constituents both as a city councillor and as an MP, and in her work as a parliamentary secretary.
Justin Trudeau can't walk back from something like that. I mean, he took Eve Adams after the Conservatives had thrown her out for fiddling with the nomination rules in their party. She had been trying to win as a Conservative again. Remember, she was first elected in 2011 as a Conservative. She wholeheartedly endorsed the income-splitting plan that she would later denounce. She wholeheartedly endorsed the entire government in the leadership of Prime Minister Stephen Harper. It wasn't until they threw her out for fiddling with the nomination in a Burlington, Ontario area riding west of Toronto that she decided all of a sudden she's a Liberal. And she ran into Justin Trudeau's arms and he took her into the Liberal tent, and the voters, the real Liberal voters, rejected her. They said no. Who did they pick instead? Someone that Trudeau should have been wrapping his arms around from the beginning and saying, hey, look who I got. Marco Mendicino is a former Crown prosecutor. He practices law in a small firm now. But this is a man who once helped put away members of the Toronto 18 terrorist group. Now, we know that Justin Trudeau is soft on terror, but I didn't think he was so soft on terror that he wouldn't want a candidate who had helped put away the bad guys. I mean, imagine that. Imagine being able to say, oh, they think they're tough on terror. I've got the guy on my team that helped put away part of the crew that wanted to behead Stephen Harper. His terror policies are so bad that we've got the guy that put away the people that threatened him and his family. Can Justin Trudeau really do that now after showing everyone that his preferred candidate wasn't Marco Mendicino, a man with deep roots in the Eglinton-Lawrence riding north of Toronto that everyone, that Adams and Mendicino had fought over? No, everyone knew that Eve Adams was his preferred candidate. Trying to showcase Mendicino now will look, well, opportunistic. Then again, Trudeau's not above that. What I will say is that after watching what happened on the weekend, one thing is clear. Justin Trudeau's wisdom, Justin Trudeau's ability to judge character, Justin Trudeau's ability to see what's coming down the pike, it's severely lacking. And the members of his own party in Eglinton-Lawrence, they took a look at that judgment, that wisdom. They found it lacking as well. That's why they didn't go with his hand-picked candidate. Instead, they went with their own. Rather telling, don't you think?